Hello, students. How are you? I hope you are safe and fine at your place. Today, we are going to take up the topic of fixed capital and the various factors affecting their requirement. Now, for the last number of years, it has been observed that a question in board exam is always there based upon fixed capital and its factors. So, we can say that it is one of the important topic. So, let's start with the meaning of fixed capital. First of all, let us clear the meaning of fixed capital. Portion of capital invested in long-term assets of the business is called fixed capital. The amount that is invested in fixed assets can be termed as fixed capital. The amount that we are investing in machinery, building, land are all part of fixed capital. Now, here are the various factors affecting fixed capital. This is a list of factors that are affecting fixed capital. Now, we are going to take up each factor individually and discuss its impact. Fixed capital requirement depends upon the nature of business. Now, if you have a business that is into manufacturing of a product, then you will require land, factory, machinery for production. So we can make out we have to spend a lot on fixed assets. So we can say that our fixed capital requirement will be quite high. But contrary to this, if we are into a business of just selling a product, we are just selling a finished product, then we only require a place or a shop where we can display our product and sell them. So the fixed capital requirement in a trading firm will be quite low. Another factor that determine the requirement of fixed capital is the scale of operations. Now, if we are producing 10,000 units, then we require a setup to produce 10,000 units. We will be requiring more space, number of machines required will be more, a larger warehouse will be required to keep our stock. But if we are producing only 100 units monthly, then the requirement to produce 100 units will be quite less. We shall be requiring a small room, or one machine will be sufficient, or a small room will be enough to keep our stock. So we can just make out that larger the scale, larger will be the requirement of fixed asset, and smaller the scale of operation, smaller will be the requirement of fixed capital. There are two techniques of production. One, capital incentive technique. Second is the labor incentive technique. Capital incentive is that in which heavy plant and machinery is required to produce, whereas in labor incentive technique, the production is carried by skilled or semi skilled workers. So, in capital incentive technique, a huge amount is invested in plant and machinery, and therefore fixed capital requirement is quite high. Whereas in labor incentive technique, the fixed capital requirement is comparatively less, as the mainly the work is carried by the workers. Now, if you are in a business in which technology is changing every day, like in computers, mobiles, every other day there is a new advanced version coming up. Therefore, to meet the challenges, you will have to upgrade your technology. Therefore, your fixed capital requirement will be quite high. But if you are into a business in which technology has not changed over the years, the machines that were used 10 years back are being used till day, then your fixed capital requirement will be quite low. If your business is growing, expanding, then obviously your requirement for fixed capital will be high. For example, if you want to expand your business, then you will have to increase your production capacity. You will have to arrange for land, space, or a shop in order to meet your requirement. So you can say कि fixed capital requirement will be quite high. And if in the near future you want to close down your business, then you will not require any capital. Another factor that defines the fixed capital requirement is diversification. If you are producing number of products, then the fixed capital requirement is quite high because you will require different setups, machines for production of different products. But if you are producing only a single product, then fixed capital requirement will be less. Students, I think the concept of fixed capital and its factor must be clear to you. Another video on working capital and its factor is coming up. So, till then, goodbye and thanks for watching this video.